Look at that. We're ready here.
Lights are on.
Red lights are on. The Power Hour is back with the Kern County Raceway Park segment. I'm Mike Griffith. I've got Steve Hughes with me. There he is. How you doing, Steve?
I'm fantastic, man. How are you?
I'm doing well.
It's Wednesday. Man, we're coming into a big doubleheader out at Kern County Raceway, and we're excited to get this thing kicked off.
Yeah, you had last weekend off. How was that?
Yeah, it was very nice. Nice 3-day holiday for Labor Day.
Yeah.
We earned it, right? We worked all year for that one day off.
That one day off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch Darlington?
I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the slowest pit stop in the history of NASCAR?
Which one are you talking about?
I'm
One
talking
of
about,
5 from Kevin Harvick?
I'm talking about the really slow 14-plus second stop that put him from first to 12th.
Yeah, you know, when you lose a net total of 17 positions on pit road, that's never a good thing, especially at a track like Darlington.
That's just not when you work so hard, but you know what?
Fastest car, led the most laps, and just kind of gave that one away. And he's Kevin Harvick is not shy about sharing his displeasure with his pit crew on national TV.
No, and that's hard. That's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, certainly is.
Anyway, that was Darlington, and we've got KCRP and the dirt track at KCRP doubleheader this weekend.
Doubleheader this weekend. We'll kick things off with the Total Lubricants Night at the races. On the dirt track, A-Mods, $1,500 to win, so it's kind of our not-so-super nationals. You know, if guys couldn't make the trip back to Boone, Iowa, of course, we've had some success for some local drivers. Austin Fry making the show on Tuesday night, so congratulations to him. But if you weren't able to make the tow back there, we're offering a great amount of money to win on Friday night, and then B-Mods will race for $1,000, mod lights, and HPD midgets, man. We're expecting a full field, dozen, possibly more HPD midgets on the big 3rd mile.
Well, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
And $1,500, and let's face it, not a lot of people can take a week plus to tow back to Boone.
Sure.
The gas, the hotels,
I mean,
the
it's
food,
a vacation.
the cost. It is. It's a big cost to get back to
Sure.
Boone. Anytime you're going to a national event, it's a big cost.
Right. Do we want to go on our second honeymoon to Hawaii and spend 14 days at a luxury resort, or go back to Boone, Iowa, and race in the Super Nationals?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the consensus around here, they'd rather head back to Boone, Iowa.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do, but
most certainly, yeah.
But still got to have probably a good field of cars out there, and
we anticipate
so you can
a full
come out
field
on top there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night of racing, and then
I'm going to give you. I'm handicapping that.
Okay, you're going to get the picks
right here. The picks. I'm only going to do one class, mod lights.
Okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
JJ.
Yeah.
Jerry Flippo. You going to pick Jerry Flippo to win that one?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Jerry Flippo.
Well, look out for the Godfather.
You never know. Maybe Zach Forrest.
Yeah, maybe.
Jeff Thompson.
Yeah.
He's won 3 races between the 2 tracks this year.
Absolutely.
So, but Jerry Flippo, that kid's fast.
He is. He got a very great equipment. They've been struggling a little bit with, they had some transmission problems there for a while and blew an engine, but definitely got back in the winner's circle a couple weeks ago at KCRP.
But it'll be fun to see that, and you've got that on a Friday night, and then you turn around.
That's our version of Friday Night Lights out at the dirt track.
Right. And while that's going on, is there going to be testing on the?
Yeah, we'll have practice.
You're going to have some practice going on, so you're going to hear. If you're out there, you're going to hear lots of engines.
Lot of stuff going on. Kind of excites the senses a little bit. You know, you've got that smell from that methanol alcohol from the A-Mods over on the dirt track, and then you can smell that Sunoco race fuel getting burned up by the late models and the super stocks and on the big half mile.
Yeah, big half mile, and then of course it switches Saturday night to the half mile where you're going to have late models, the super stocks, and spec mods all in action.
And mini stocks.
And mini stocks in the quarter mile.
3 half-mile divisions, but all 4 of our NASCAR divisions in competition on Saturday night. And then it's the 911 Racing Series Chiefs race. So some high-ranking officials from our local departments throughout Kern County and Bakersfield are going to be racing on Saturday night. And then a big crowd favorite, man, Just Drift. If you've never seen these guys get up on that big half mile and do a 4-wheel slide all the way through turns 1 and 2, and then kind of snake it down the back straightaway going back and forth, and then do the same thing through 3 and 4, and then drop it down into the infield across the quarter mile. They actually turn the car completely sideways where their headlights are facing the grandstand, and they are sliding across the infield in front of the crowd. They put on a great show for us.
The guys look like they have a lot of fun out there doing that.
They do.
They burn a lot of rubber for sure.
Yes, they do. They go through two sets of rear tires. Just in those 2 sessions that they have. So we'll have 4 of the Just Drift cars out there this Saturday night.
And that back to that Chiefs race. If Brian Smith from Shafter shows up,
Yep.
I think I'll put a bounty on him.
Okay,
I think
please
I'll
do.
make it interesting for the other Chiefs.
Absolutely. I'll even mention that at our
Yeah,
on-track
maybe we
autograph
could,
session.
Maybe we can put a bounty
Yeah.
on Smitty there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, former hockey player.
Yeah.
Yeah. He still plays hockey.
Was he on your team or was he on opposing team?
He's always on the opposing team, but he
Yeah.
plays forward,
Yeah.
and he never plays defense, so he never goes back across the blue line to play defense because he's always dangling.
Right.
Wants to get that
Little
outlet
bit of a
pass.
cherry picker.
Little
Yeah.
bit of a cherry picker,
Yeah,
Smitty
yeah.
is.
So with our doubleheader this weekend, of course, as we do with each and every doubleheader at Kern County Raceway, if you come out to the races on Friday night and purchase a ticket, we're going to give you a complimentary ticket to Eyewitness News Night and our 9/11 tribute on Saturday night. So 2 races for the price of 1. That's a great value.
Yeah, and we, Chris, we got 3 slides here. We can
Oh.
show us.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, this is the only guy that's got the winning streak still alive.
That's it.
He's been undefeated in 2016. Buddy Shepard in the Hall Ambulance H&M Motorsports sponsored 22S, going for 8 in a row.
No, he's got 8 in a row.
He's going for 9
He's
in
going
a row.
for 9.
But who's
Looking
counting?
for 9.
Who's counting?
But who's counting?
Yeah.
But
Kevin Callahan.
Racing Vernon though was
Yep.
giving him a pretty good run for the money last race. After Racing had got his car back,
Sure.
his new car,
Yeah.
and got that. Looks to be dialed in there. Cole Adamo has been dialed in. Wasn't happy with the performance last race. Cole Adamo has been knocking on the door all year. Second. I mean, he and Buddy have run side by side for several laps. Buddy and Racing have run side by side. But when it gets to the finish, it always seems like it's been Buddy.
It almost seems as if Buddy's got to work his way through the field depending on the invert. It seems those last 15 laps he shifts into a different gear.
Or that car is just set
just
up
set- yeah,
really well, and
yeah.
it doesn't go
Yeah,
off
yeah.
as much as the others, whatever, and it's more stable.
I mean,
in the last half
if I
of the
wanted to
race.
throw a curveball to Dick Shepard and Buddy Shepard, I'd say, hey, you know what? This weekend we're going to run 50 laps. No, I wouldn't do that to you, Dickie. I wouldn't do that to you.
You do that, and Kevin Callahan, he got on a roll here, and he's leading the Spec Mod points.
Yeah, super fast race car. A few races ago, was out early. He was involved in one of the early lap incidents that took him out with something bent on the front suspension, and it looked as if the drivers that were second, third, and fourth were going to make up a ton of ground on him that night. However, Eric Brust went out. Also, Brock Thompson went out that night, and so did the Coffey brothers went out pretty early. Although Jim Coffey ended up finishing second, he still didn't get to complete the race. It was our demolition derby night. So
Right. And had Jason Galvin showed up to co-host today,
Mhm.
I would have had Jason Galvin's picture there.
he missed an opportunity.
But he missed an opportunity because he actually had real work to do with his day job.
Oh, well.
Or night job because he works both.
Right, and talk about real work. Our last Spec Mod feature, Jason Galvin finished in 4th.
Yeah.
So nice run for him.
Nice run for him.
Yeah.
And then we had Gene Fife here. He's got it going and could be headed toward a championship.
Yep, the Mountain Man in that number 7 machine done a great job. He's he's a veteran racer, and what I saw him do with that race car 2 weeks ago when it just wasn't getting through turns 3 and 4, dropping that left front down on the apron to get that car to turn was pretty amazing, and that really was the difference in the race. He was able to get underneath Beddingfield there late in the race and repass Johnny to get his second win of the year.
And got some guys with some other wins there. Chris
Dalton
Dalton's
with
got a
2.
cup 2 wins. Johnny Beddingfield
One
win, so he's really hungry.
Yeah.
Chris Dalton, he could make the all-area team with a win.
He certainly could, and I know that's his goal, to go out and win as many races as he possibly can from here on out, and then Perrin Kutstra with a victory also.
He has a win, so got that in. And how many races? 2 or 3 races left for the
Gosh,
guy?
I think there's 3. Couple
points,
points and then an
then
end of the
you have
year
a couple
show.
end of the year show. They run
Just
a
one end of the year show, but a couple points races
couple
to go.
points races
I think
left.
3, including this weekend.
And then real quick, mini stocks. Pretty wide open.
Yeah, we've had several winners. Couple of repeat winners.
All right.
Couple of guys that have kind of missed a couple races due to car issues, but that battle between Austin Wilson, Damian Leininger, and Oh my gosh.
Is it Destiny?
Destiny Joplin, yeah, that's going to be really the one to watch. That's truly our closest points race going into the final section of the season this year.
Sure. And that's one where Austin has 2 wins.
Yes.
So you don't have a 3-time winner in that division
Not yet. No.
Been spreading the wins out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
You know, Damian Leininger really looking for his first win this weekend. He has really driven the wheels off of that number 12 car, and spoke to him earlier this week, and he's ready. he's ready for a win. So qualifying's got to go well. He's got to get a good spot on the invert, and we'll see how it rolls, because those cars are so close. Nose to tail for their entire main event, and lots of bumping and a little bit of rubbing going on there on that quarter mile. And he's just got to be in the right place at the right time when the checkered flag falls.
And in Spec mods, we don't want too much bumping or rubbing.
No, we don't. Just some nice close racing.
Had the
hold your line, Cole. Hold your line.
Hold your line. Okay. Well, Steve, I want to thank you for coming in.
It's my pleasure.
You
Thanks for having me.
Because you're going to have
Actually, we go 2 back-to-back weekends in a row. So we'll have back-to-back this weekend, dirt on Friday, asphalt on Saturday, and then the following weekend, dirt on Friday night with a bunch of stock cars, hobby stocks, American stocks, hard tops, and mini stocks. And then on the 17th, the debut, the regular season debut for the first time ever for the Lucas Oil Modifieds. We're very excited about.
Which should be a heck of a show. We'll talk a lot more about that.
We're talking 30-plus cars for that one. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, that's going to be a big show out there. I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And we will see you next week with results from this week's action, and looking forward to those Lucas Oil Modifieds on the 17th out there at Kern County Raceway Park. I want to thank everybody tuning in for the Baco Motorsports Hour, and we'll be back next week with one more show. At least one more.
At least. That's